Good morning, students. In today's class, we are going to start with the new chapter, that is Unit 8, Interpolation and Extrapolation. See, if there are two variables which are interdependent, that means think that there are two variables x and y which are interdependent. There is a cause and effect relationship between x and y. Then one variable is known as dependent variable and the other variable is known as independent variable. See, in this example, x and y are two variables which are interdependent on each other, where there is a cause and effect relationship between x and y. Then x is considered as independent variable whereas y is dependent variable. Then the functional relationship between x and y can be written as y is equal to f of x. Now what is this interpolation? See, interpolation is procedure of of estimating the unknown value of dependent variable for a given value of independent variable which is within the limits or the range of independent variable. So this is the meaning of interpolation. See, interpolation is nothing but it is the procedure of estimating the unknown value of dependent variable for a given value of independent variable which is within the limits or within the range of independent variable. So what do you mean by this? Suppose I told you that there are two variables x and y. X values are 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. Whereas y values are 3, 6, dash, 7 and 10. So this is the information given. Now it is the procedure of estimating the unknown value of dependent variable. Here the dependent variable is y. The unknown value of dependent variable here, when x is 15, we don't know what is the value of y. So unknown value of dependent variable can be estimated for the known value of independent variable. Independent variable is x and the known value is 15. So it is a procedure of estimating the unknown value of dependent variable for a given value of independent variable which is within the range or which is within the limits of independent variable. See, the limit is from 5 to 25. It is within this limit. That's why it is considered as interpolation. Whereas extrapolation is nothing but it is the procedure of estimating the unknown value of dependent variable for a given value of independent variable which is outside the limits or the range of independent variable. See, the difference is interpolation is which is within the range, but extrapolation is outside the limits or the range of independent variable. Here we are going to estimate the unknown value of dependent variable for a given value of independent variable which is outside the range, which will be outside. For example, here the value will be given but the value of y will be unknown. Here it will be given as dash when x is 25. This is outside the range, it is not within the range. Then it is called as extrapolation. So here we are going to estimate the unknown value of y for the given value of x, which is outside the range, is called as extrapolation. But the procedure of estimating the unknown value of y for the given value of x, which is within this range, is called as interpolation. Now, there are certain assumptions for interpolation and extrapolation. Interpolation and extrapolation. What are the assumptions of interpolation and extrapolation? See, the first assumption is there is no sudden jumps in the values of dependent variable from one period to another. There should not be sudden jumps. There should not be any sudden jumps in the value of dependent variable from one period to another period. Secondly, it says that the rate of change of figures of the dependent variable from one period to another must be uniform. That is, the rate of change of the value of dependent variable must be uniform. So these are the two assumptions that we have to make in the interpolation and extrapolation. First one, there should not be sudden jumps in the values of dependent variable from one period to another. And secondly, the rate of change of the value of dependent variable should be uniform from one period to another period. So these are the two major assumptions that we have to take into consideration while estimating the value of unknown variable or estimating the value of dependent variable. So there are certain methods for interpolation. See here in your first year, you are going to study only with interpolation. Extrapolation is not there for your syllabus. So for interpolation, there are certain methods. First one is graphical method. And second one is algebraic method. So these are the two methods that are used for interpolation and extrapolation, graphic method and algebraic method. See, in algebraic method, there are further categories. In algebraic method, first type is the binomial expansion method. Secondly, method of finite differences. Method of finite differences, and third one is Lagrange's method. Lagrange's method. So these are the three methods which comes under algebraic method. So there are, first of all, there are two methods, graphical method and algebraic method. In algebraic method, further there are three types. One is binomial expansion method, method of finite differences, and Lagrange's method. But our discussion is confined only to the binomial expansion method. Here you are going to discuss only about binomial expansion method. So the method of binomial expansion. So how to solve the problem under binomial expansion method? There are certain steps to be followed under binomial expansion method. So the steps are, first one, firstly we have to find out the known values of dependent variable. Known values of dependent variable. See, known values of dependent variable. As you all know, dependent variable is y. We are going to consider the same example. See here, first and foremost, we should count how many values of dependent variables are known. See, in this example, the known values of y are 1, 2, 3 and 4. Therefore, we are going to write it as n is equal to 4. That is the first step. Second step is take y minus 1 raised to n is equal to 0. First step is to count the known values of dependent variable. Second step is to take y minus 1 raised to n is equal to 0. See here, in this example, y minus 1 raised to n is 4 is equal to 0. So this is the second step. Then third step is to expand the equation. Expand the left hand side of the equation. Side of equation. So how to expand the left hand side of the equation, that I am going to explain in detail in the next step. First, we have to find out the known values of dependent variable, then take y minus 1 raised to n is equal to 0. Then we have to expand this equation. So when you expand, it will be y minus 1 raised to 4. Here in the example, it is 4 is equal to y4 minus 4y3 plus 6y2 minus 4y1 plus y0 is equal to 0. So when you expand the left hand side, the equation will be like this. So how we obtain this equation, that I am going to explain in the next step. Now for meanwhile, we will study the steps of binomial expansion method. Now after expanding the left hand side of the equation, next the fourth step is substituting the values. Substituting the values in the equation. Substitute. Now what you have to do is you have to substitute the values. For example, here in this example, we are going to consider it as y0, y1, y2, y3 and y4. So known values of y are 4, and now we are going to substitute. y4 is 10 plus 4 into y3 will be 7 plus 6 into y2 we don't know, so write as it is. Then 4 into y1 will be 6 and y0 will be 3. So like that we have to substitute the values in the equation. Next, and the last step is solve the equation. Solve the equation for the unknown value. Now we will get the unknown value of dependent variable. So these are the 5 steps which are involved in binomial expansion method. First and foremost, you have to find out the known values of dependent variable. Secondly, you have to take it as y minus 1 raised to n is equal to 0. Thirdly, you have to expand the left hand side of the equation. Then substitute the values in that equation and solve the equation. Now the question is how to expand the left hand side of the equation. So for expanding the left hand side of the equation, you have to take, or there is a procedure to expand the left hand side of the equation. I'll explain you that procedure. So the first step in the expansion of left hand side of the equation is you have to write the subscripts of y. You have to write the subscripts of y. For example, in the previous example, y minus 1 raised to n, that is 4, is equal to 0. It was y minus 1 raised to 4 is equal to 0. So this was the equation. Now in order to expand this y minus 1 raised to 4, first you have to write the subscripts of y. So how to write the subscripts of y? Start from y4, because raised to 4 it is. So start from y4, then you have to write y3, then y2, y1, y0 is equal to 0. This is the first step. Firstly, you have to write the subscripts of y. That is, y minus 1 raised to 4 is equal to 0. So n is 4. So start from n. y4, y3, y2, y1 and y0 is equal to 0. Next, second step is you have to put the signs plus and minus alternatively. Alternatively, you have to put the signs plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. So here, first we will write the subscript, that is y4, y3, y2, y1 and y0 is equal to 0. That was the first step. Now second step is to put the signs, or to substitute the signs plus and minus alternatively. First one will be, plus, then minus, plus, minus, plus. So like this we are going to substitute or put the signs alternative. After writing the signs, now the third step is to find the numerical coefficient. Numerical coefficient. So how to find out this numerical coefficient? To find out this numerical coefficient, you have to prepare a Pascal triangle. So what is this Pascal triangle? With the help of this Pascal triangle, you can find out the numerical coefficient that you have to write it so as to expand the left hand side of the equation. So first step in this numerical coefficient, I'll show you how to write. First we are going to write the subscripts, that is y4, y3, y2, y1 and y0 is equal to 0. Then put the alternative signs plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Now we have to write the numerical coefficients before this y. Value of y, we have to write the numerical coefficients. Now how to find out this numerical coefficient? Numerical coefficients can be found out by the help of Pascal triangle. For example, n. N is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up to 8 I will show, but for meanwhile we need only up to 4. Because known values of y is 4. But for your understanding purpose, I am going to solve up to 8. Now in front of 1, you are going to write it as 1 and 1. In front of 1, it will be 1 and 1. Next, in front of 2, first value is 1. You have to write this side. Next, 1 plus 1, the value will be 2. So that 2 you have to write in between these two values. 1 plus 1, 2. So you have to write in between these two values 2. Lastly, 1. Next, in front of 3. This is 1. 1 plus 2, 3. 2 plus 1, 3. And 1. See how I have written? You have to write these values in between the numbers. Next, in front of 4, 1. 1 plus 3, 4. 3 plus 3, 6. 3 plus 1, 4. And 1. Next, in front of 5, 1. 1 plus 4, 5. 4 plus 6, 10. 6 plus 4, 10. 4 plus 1, 5. And 1. Next, 6. 1. 1 plus 5, 6. 5 plus 10, 15. 10 plus 10, 20. 10 plus 5, 15. 5 plus 1, 6. And lastly, 1. Next again 1. 6 plus 1, 7. 6 plus 15, it is 21. 15 plus 20, it is 35. Again 20 plus 15 is 35. 15 plus 6 is 21. 6 plus 1 is 7. And lastly 1. And in front of 8, 1. 7 plus 1, 8. 7 plus 21 is 28. Next, 21 plus 35 is 56. Then 35 plus 35 is 70. 35 plus 21 is 56. 21 plus 7 is 28. 7 plus 1 is 8. And lastly 1. So this is Pascal triangle. Why it is called? See how why it is triangle. I will show you. Everything is in a triangle shape, that's why it is called as Pascal triangle. So in front of 1 and 1, in front of 2, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 1. Like this you have to go on adding and write in between the values. So you will get a Pascal triangle. Now you have to substitute the numerical coefficient. This is numerical coefficient. Using this triangle we are going to substitute the numerical coefficient. See here the known values of y was 4. So in front of 4 whatever values are there, that we are going to substitute. So in front of 4 the first value is 1. So write it 1. Next value is 4. So 4. Next 6. Again 4 and lastly 1. So here you will get the expanded form of left hand side of the equation. That is y minus 1 raised to 4 is equal to 1y4 minus 4y3 plus 6y2 minus 4y1 plus 1y0 is equal to 0. Like this you have to expand the left hand side of the equation. I hope you have understood how to draw the Pascal triangle and how to expand the equation. So in a binomial expansion method, first you have to count the known values of y. Then you have to take y minus 1 raised to n is equal to 0. Then you have to expand it. How to expand? With the help of Pascal triangle. First you have to write the subscripts of y. If known values are 4. If known values are 5, then start from y5 up to y0. y5, y4, y3, y2, y1 up to y0. But here the known values are 4. So y4, y3, y2, y1 and y0 is equal to 0. Then you have to substitute the signs plus and minus alternatively. So plus, minus, plus, minus, plus it will be. Then you have to find out the numerical coefficient with the help of Pascal triangle and substitute the numerical coefficient. Then you will get the expanded form. After getting the expanded form of equation, you have to substitute the values from the question. Whatever in the question the values are given, that values you have to substitute in the equation and solve the equation. Like this you can find out or interpolate the unknown value of dependent variable from the given value of independent variable. I hope you have understood how to expand the equation. Now let us solve one problem. So the first problem is in the following table, the value of x represents the degree of freedom. So these are the degree of freedoms, and y values represents the chi-square value at 5% level of significance. So these are the chi-square values, and we are asked to find the missing value of y. See, if the x values are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and y values are given, but the y value for when x is 6 is not known. They have given question mark. So we have to find out the value of y when x is equal to 6. So that we can find out with the help of interpolation under binomial expansion method. So first we are going to find out the known values of y. This will be considered as x0, x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5. Then this is y0, y1, y2, y3, y4 and y5. So y4 value is unknown. We have to find out the value of y4. First and foremost, we are in the solution, we have to draw the table and represent the values y0, y1, y2, y3, y4 and y5. So y4 value is unknown. So that value we have to estimate or find out with the help of binomial expansion method. So in the given example, the known value of y, first and foremost step I have explained. First step is to find out the known values of dependent variable. So how many values are known? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values are known. So write that known values. So the known values of y are 5. Hence, the next step will be take y minus 1 raised to n is equal to 0. So here n is 5. So hence we have to consider y minus 1 raised to 5 because known value is 5. 5 is equal to 0. So now the third step is to expand this equation. So how to expand this equation? So for expanding y minus 1 raised to 5, the steps just now I have explained. First we have to write the substitutes, suffixes for y. So y starting from 5, then y4, y3, y2, y1 and y0 is equal to 0. So this is the first step to expand. Next step is to put the signs alternatively. So the first one will be plus, next minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. So these are the signs. Alternatively we have applied the signs. Now we have to find out the numerical coefficient. Here the Pascal triangle, you have to draw it once again and you have to find out up to 5. You can draw the Pascal triangle up to 5 and you have to find the coefficients. No numerical coefficients in front of 5 is, so it is, first one is 1, next 5, then 10, once again 10, 5 and 1. So we have expanded the equation. Y minus 1 raised to 5 is equal to 1y5 minus 5y4 plus 10y3 minus 10y2 plus 5y1 minus 1y0 is equal to 0. Now after expanding the equation or the left hand side of the equation, the fourth step is to substitute the values in the equation. Now we are going to substitute. So substituting the values in the equation, we get, so now substituted, first one is y5, 1 into y5. y5 value is, in front of y5 the value is 14.07. Next minus 5 into y4. y4 value we don't know, so write as it is y4. Next plus 10y3. 10 into y3 value is 11.07 minus 10 y2. y2 value is 9.49 plus 5 y1 value is 7.81 minus 1 into y0 value is 5.99 is equal to 0. So this is the equation when we substitute the values. Now after substituting, the last step is to solve the equation. Now solve it. 1 into 14.07 is 14.07 minus 5 into y4 will be 5y4 plus 10 into 11.07 will be 110.7 minus 10 into 9.49 will become 94.9. Then minus plus 5 into 7.81. 5 into 7.81 is 39.05 minus 1 into 5.99 will be 5.99 is equal to 0. Now what you have to do is first add all the positive values, then deduct the negative values. This you have to keep aside. This minus 5y4 you have to keep aside because y4 is there. So you cannot solve it. Keep it as it is. Only solve the numerical values. 14.07 plus 110.7 plus 39.05 minus 94.9 minus 5.99. We will get the answer 62.93. So 62.93, this minus 5y4 is equal to 0. Now we are going to take this minus 5y4 that side. It will become 62.93 is equal to plus 5y4. So y4 is equal to 62.93 divided by 5. So when you divide it, the answer comes to 12.586. So the unknown value of y, that is the value of y4 is 12.586. So like this you can estimate the unknown value of independent variable with the help of binomial expansion method. First and foremost you have to find out the known values of y, then write it. The known values of y is 4, 5. Hence we have to consider y minus 1 raised to 5 is equal to 0. Then we have to expand this equation. So for expanding, first you have to write the subscripts for y, then plus minus alternatively you have to put, then substitute the numerical coefficients so that we have obtained from the Pascal triangle, and you have to substitute the values and solve the equation in order to get the unknown value of dependent variable. See here unknown value was y4 and we got the y4 value as 12.586. So like this you have to solve the problem under binomial expansion method. Other problems we will solve in the next class.